I see. I need to realize this.
Oh god.
Why are you? Oh, he's chasing a skirmisher
So
all the
much
way around
pain.
the. Wow.
So much pain.
And no, I don't realize it. Awesome.
I do have to point out though that Uniden had the most efficient forest clearing thing of all of us. Look at how much forest he cleared out of his base. It's barren. It's so open after everything's gone. Like, there's actually a field there. Whereas compared to all the other players, there's still a lot of forest surrounding them.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's pretty good.
To be fair, Tolkien cleared up quite a bit as well. If Tolkien's base was leveled, you'd have a giant open plain.
I don't think I cleared out that much. I still have...
Yeah, there's just that forest, like, at one point that was the border, and then you pushed a little bit north of it. But again, like, this border war did not have to happen. Tolkien could have kept all his buildings a little bit further north, and no one would have been the wiser. That's true. But it does look like you guys have stopped killing each other for once.
But then, of course, it would have been fun, so...
I think you guys have agreed that I am now the biggest threat.
Yeah, I'll only zoom in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta try. The fishing armada and galleons of Uniden have finally decided to go south. He's decided... I mean, he's had those since the beginning of the game. He hasn't done anything with it. They're completely useless.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because that's where no one was. Like, all the fish at the top of the map, like, have been exterminated.
Is pretty much, or left side.
Even the fish in the lake are pretty much empty now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really well done.
Yeah. Wow, yeah, it's true. Thanks to Jinxie for the most part on that one.
Yes, we are very much environmental here at...
Yes, because
no, what is it? Sandbox Land.
Nice.
We're environmentalists at heart.
Yes, because if you're gonna destroy the click this. Wow, that's weird. That. If you're gonna destroy the environment, at least use it to make a unit that will kill something.
But yes,
that's our motto.
It's all you can afford. It's all you can afford, and really, that's the only thing that can actually counter the cataphracts, realistically.
Halberdiers, if you look at my newly created armor.
Well, no, it's counter units. They are actually effective at what they counter. The problem is that cataphracts and pikemen counter each other. So, you have to have a lot of pikemen to counter the cataphract. Because the cataphracts do all the extra damage against infantry, but the halberdiers do all the extra damage against the cataphracts.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know. It was just it's all you can build, and it's just convenient that they happen to be the only thing that might actually save you.
I wasn't intending to actually make.
And the skirmishers are actually okay against the arbalists. And actually against the hand cannoneers, for whatever reason. Because they do extra damage to hand cannoneers, even if they don't reduce the damage getting done to them. Because you guys are building up your forces. And preparing for... well, you're trying to get Tolkien to go north with his army instead of leaving this defensive force. I am moving my relics. My relics have been emptied from all of the various cathedrals, and are now being shipped north.
Where is your
It's sitting in the middle of Uniden, yeah, the carcass.
Where is your army? Oh, it's spread out in the carcass of Uniden.
Yeah, well, that's because units don't automatically attack walls.
Outside walls that are completely useless.
Which is actually useful in some cases, because you can destroy your own buildings, which can be useful, but at the same time, if you forget to, then you can have those walls just conveniently sit there. Well, you disconnected.
Oh,
you little... I don't know what to call you.
Again.
Nope, you disconnected. You are now violently killing each other. You still have a higher score than Tolkien, which is depressing. Like, to be fair, like, if I have to rank the players who played in this game, you were the 3rd best player.
If I just clicked the ally button one too many times, the game disagreed with me. Otherwise, yeah. I think I was trying to ally them because the trouble issue. So yeah, that's pretty much out. Alright, I'm out, unfortunately. And the thing is,
well,
I actually had an army.
The real problem is that even if you and Tolkien have brought all of your army, which consisted of nothing but halberdiers and skirmishers, like 300 population of skirmishers and halberdiers, they would have been mowed down by the amount of ranged attacks, which have a really long range. And they're fully upgraded, because I do have the full upgrades for archers, even though I don't get the full upgrades for infantry. And there Tolkien goes. Backstabbing. No, it's not really backstabbing it. He's killing my trade economy, which is murdering it by his castle. Some of those brave guys are actually making it through.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, you're... Wow.
Keep going, guys. Bring in those last loads of a lot of gold.
Amazing. Wow.
I really don't. And you'll notice that I now have all 5 relics.
You have no honor. Which is this how you gotta play the game.
I am truly evil. I am truly evil. I have all 5 relics. I will do an evil laugh now. Mwahahaha. Yes, quite effectively too. I mean, look at that. He's already rebuilt like a new. It is a new kingdom. This is the kingdom of Volstagg in exile. But see, this is why this wouldn't have worked against me. Look at just the cataphracts versus just the halberdiers. It's on the border between me and Tolkien. Like, the cataphracts are now killing things.
Wait, where?
Like, I've lost 3 cataphracts and killed almost all his halberdiers.
Yeah, you moving your arbalist over. I see. Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's not even the trample, it's just the bonus damage. It's a lot of bonus damage.
A little OP.
It's counter units fighting counter. It's hard counters fighting their hard counters. And this is where, okay, you've got lots of halberdiers, you've got lots of skirmishers, and then here come the arbalists and the handgunners and everything. I did not like Age of Empires 3. It just did not feel right. It was okay, don't get me wrong, but I only liked it after the expansions.
It was okay.
War Chiefs was terrible.
Yeah,
but Asian Dynasties was good. Asian Dynasties was actually really good.
Tried the Asian. Yeah, that's the one I got.
No. But yes, the slow siege begins, followed by the let's build 8 billion arbalists.
Didn't. Yeah. Anyway.
And send in the camels! Send in the camels, which are absolutely useless. camels are the worst thing to send against infantry. No, they're terrible against everything. Camels are only used to counter cavalry. They do no bonus damage to archers, so they're actually not effective against archers. They do... Right. They actually take more damage from infantry. They have a damage modifier and a negative against infantry. Not just against pikemen, but against infantry. So pikemen do not only their bonus damage, but then an additional bonus damage because they're camels. Yeah, so camels are absolutely pathetic against anything that isn't cavalry. So, I don't know. I built them because I thought maybe Uniden would have more knights. Which, now he actually has a decent selection of cavaliers, but still not enough. And he never got halberdiers, he only has pikemen. They actually have more hit points than the halberdiers because of all the Viking upgrades. They're pretty good. If we ever played on an island map, they're actually really, really good because they have the longboats. Yeah.
The ship, yeah.
Right.
I played the, what was it? I played just a gaming computer just to see how the civilization played out. I played as the Huns who don't have to build houses. And I actually, like, despite the fact that the Huns aren't really that great a nation in the long run, the fact that
they have really good early game, but they kind of phase out by the Imperial Age.
Like that, and actually played pretty well with them.
Well, you don't have to worry about that.
Just forgetting to build houses and keeps getting supply locked. Like, I actually them for my playstyle, for my skill level.
No, they're good. They're definitely a good team. They're just they're an early game team as compared to a late game team.
I like them, but yeah.
So.
Of course, actually, remember I used to play as the Byzantines all the time. In this one,
the Byzantine, I like the Byzantines not because, like, I like cataphracts for one thing. I do like just that unit. They're expensive, but if you can get the economy going to afford a big army of them, they're really hard to beat. But the reason I like them more is because they're adaptable. They don't have the full tech tree, but they have the closest thing to the full tech tree that you can get out of any team. They lack the highest damage upgrade, which means they'll never be on par with all the teams in terms of just sheer damage output, but they have the highest upgrades of every unit. Like, they have halberdiers, hussars, paladins, heavy camels, arbalists, except for a couple siege weapons, but I don't use siege weapons, so I don't care. The only couple of upgrades they're missing in terms of, like, civilizations, they don't get architecture upgrades because they get bonus hit points anyway to their buildings. Their castles actually have the most hit points out of all the castles, only a little bit more than the Teutons, but only, well, okay, I take that back. Their castles have almost 10,000 HP. So their castles are actually really durable. But because they have plus 40% HP on the 4th age.
Dude, you have more HP than my castles had. I only had like.
Right. Anyway, I have cleared out the first part. I've kind of sort of been regrouping, letting things heal up, getting more units into the game, and now preparing to begin the second part of the invasion of Tolkien to finish him off, in theory anyway. In the meantime, Uniden is building an army worthy of Mordor. He's got a lot of... Uniden has a lot of arbalists. They're not... His arbalists are not as good as mine, but he does have better cavalry and better infantry, but he doesn't have any infantry. I don't think he has any infantry, which is not normal for the Vikings. Well, he's got a couple of champions, but only like 10. Well, yeah, no, he's got a ton of Arbalest. He's got more Arbalest than I do now.
Oh, infantry. I think it just foot soldiers. I saw Arbalest, but yeah, infantry.
Yep.
Yeah, as far as infantry, he's got those like 5 chains.
There we go. There's the final attack against Tolkien. Tolkien's army is pitifully small. He's rallied up a couple more Chukunus. They're not even elite ones. They're just regulars. So, what's depressing is that Tolkien is not going to get a higher score than you, even though you're dead.
Oh man, yeah, Tolkien's.
Like, you're still in 3rd place. I'm still in 2nd place though. I haven't passed Uniden yet. It's about to happen, but I haven't done it yet.
Mention that.
Tolkien finally gives up in the face of, well, that.
So I have finally gotten a little bit ahead of you. We'll pause for a second.
Yeah, it just should have been a straight automatic thing, but oh well.
I shouldn't have backed that Joker. We should have gone to you and that.
But yeah, and Uniden has decided it's time to move out. It is time to launch my Fantastic Invasion. He actually found that monastery and thought that all my relics were in there. Because I would totally keep my victory conditions halfway across the map away from my defenses. But it shows you where they are. Like, as soon as I put all 5 of them in this monastery, it reveals that monastery to everyone. Yeah, so it's just like building a wonder. When you start building a wonder, everyone sees that you're building the wonder.
Oh, I did not know that. That's interesting.
Because it would be really mean to have that and then not know where they were. Oh, I hid them in a corner of the map. Good luck finding them.
If you hold all 5 relics for that year count, you win. So.
Yeah, exactly. That would just be mean.
We hit him on some small island in the corner that no one knew about. Yeah. I like how Uniden has his his galleons just line up this nice formation in the bottom. Just a straight line. Just side note. And he is.
I'm sorry, guys. I was eating Oreos for a minute.
He needs to get his army together. He split it up. And it's not good.
Anyway, so yes, his army is advancing. We must bring in the advancement. And yeah, I don't know what happened here. Why is half of this force going around? Like, this is probably what saved me, and I really want to... Oh man, I can't do it because we're doing the commentary. But I'm going to do it later, and I am going to replay this battle from Unidin's side. And try to win as Uniden, just to see if I can. Yeah, I just want to try it. I just really want to try it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if he did it correctly, right? Because it's literally we both have counters to each other. We just have to do it correctly. There's no way he can beat me completely. Like I will rebuild my force so fast that I mean it doesn't matter. But I mean, can he beat this army? Can he beat my field army? Right.
Oh yeah.
Right, but these knights got screwed up. They were supposed to be over here fighting the cataphract. The light cavalry were supposed to be over there fighting the archers.
Hand fodder for your archers.
Yeah, like the one of the cataphract's weaknesses is actually knights, because the cataphracts do no bonus damage to them, and knights actually are better than cataphracts in just a straight up fight. So it's not really like a counter to cataphracts, but it's something that they aren't good against. So, but because of the screw up, you have all the light cavalry down here getting absolutely slaughtered, and up here you have the knights getting piecemeal shot up by... I mean, they're good against the archers, but they're not supposed to be there. Yeah, and there's too many. I mean, you can see they chew through the archers. It's just that they were screwed up by trying to go around, and it's over. It's over.
Yeah, wow, that's.
Yeah, it's so big I cannot cover it with the full screen. But I finally do pass Uniden.
That was a bloody battle. Also, freaking horses, everything. Jeez.
It took a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be ashamed to take third place either. Anyway, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to quit, and I'm praying that it'll allow me to record the score screen. I don't know if it is or not. It looks like it is. So, but this is the score screen, as you can see, blah 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 blah. We did it pretty efficiently in terms of scores. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly flip through it. You can see units killed. The unit, it was a bloody game. More than 1,000 people died making. Buildings were raised.
I think I had a couple winning steps. I forget what they were though.
You can tell that Uniden had the highest economy. He has almost twice as much in any resource than all. But except for gold, which I have 50,000.
I almost caught him in stone. I'm really close.
Yeah, you actually did. You kept pretty close in stone. You did so much. But yeah. And then this is trade profit, 17,000. And you wonder why I had so much gold.
Yeah.
And then, yes, relic gold was another 10,000. So that's where a lot of the gold came from.
Oh, the timeline tab is so...
The timeline tab is not as effective as it should be. I mean, it tells where some battles happen, but not enough to make it make sense.
No, not really at all.
But anyway, well, that's going to be it, folks. I definitely hope this has been entertaining. If not, it was probably the most boring thing you've ever experienced, and for that I apologize. Not really. But
yeah, we don't care about it.
We really don't. We do this for art. And the worst part is that so
yeah, unfortunately.
Anyway, well, hopefully you guys enjoy it. I do hope you do enjoy it, but that being said, adieu, and we will see you guys next time.